Hey everybody, it's first thing in the morning and I have not got any of the fish tank lights turned on yet, but when I came down here I noticed that right here in my little red-clawed crab tank you can actually see one of the crabs out. Well, never mind, it just went back in. So that's exactly why I was trying to get this on video right now. I guess, I don't know if you noticed it or not or saw it, but right in this little hole that crab just darted down there. And that's all I was hoping to get on video here. I know once the lights actually come on, the crab is going to disappear. I've actually got the switch down here on the floor, and it turns on both this light, which is probably a bit much for that little tank. I'm probably going to put a smaller CFL in this. Right now, the one that's in there is, it looks like it's one of the 14 watts, but I will probably put like a little 9 watt or something in there. I've got some really small ones in the other room, so we can tone that down a little bit. In the meantime, my other tank that is on that same switch is my brackish tank here, and if you think the lighting looks a little off, that is because the forward fixture is not working. And it is one of these Coralife T5 units. I really like these. They are twin T5 high outputs, but if one tube burns out, the whole light stops working. So apparently one of those tubes has burned out and I need to replace it. So while we're here, let's just go around, I guess, and get a few more of the lights turned on. We'll turn the overhead light off. There's my 29 miscellaneous. Doesn't look like anything out of the ordinary going on. I usually then turn my T-bar tank on just because it's right here. The switch is right up top there and I can get to it easily. The switch for my Gourami tank here, and it also turns on my native tank down here at the end, is underneath here, so I gotta bend down for this one. But it gets to that tank and this tank. So nothing immediately catching my eye in this tank. Everybody looks good. Everybody looks good in this tank. I got some kind of gurgling noise going on over here in one of my tanks, and I haven't quite figured out what it is yet. So let's hit the Black Ghost Knife Fish tank. Everything looks like it's going okay in there. And we got a dead crayfish floating in this tank. Everybody's kind of laying low, doing their thing. And oh, that's what it is. Okay. I've got a power head up at the top as well as the one down here at the bottom. And the one on the bottom is the one that I deliberately try to get the bubbles to go into, and then that gives me this nice little micro bubble dispersion. However, when I put this big temple plant in, it was kind of getting stuck on the power head up there, and that power head is actually designed to aim towards the surface just to give me some rippling effect on the surface, and then that gives me a nice shimmering sort of light on the LEDs. So what I did was I slid it towards the back of the tank just to get it away from this temple plant right here, and apparently I've put it in the way of some of those bubbles, and as those bubbles are hitting that power head near the surface, that's what's giving me that noise. So I've been hearing that since I came in, and I didn't know if one of my filters was sucking air or something was going wrong, so we're going to have to move that. And then this whole entire side of the room is on one switch. So we'll go ahead and hit this, and that lights up everything from my snail tank all the way down there on the end, my gudgeon tank. Let's see where my gudgeon is. I need to get in here and do some work on this tank too. It needs to be cleaned and it needs a water change, and I want to get in there with the aquarium treatment, the ChemiClean, just to get all these plants and everything cleared out. I saw a bunch of sand kick up a second ago as I walked over here, but I don't see The gudgeon itself, oh, there he is. He's hiding underneath of the rock down here. Is in that cave. So everybody looks good there. Everything's going okay in here. My quarantine tank is still doing okay. I bought 20 neons on sale at the Big Chain Pet Store. They're on sale for $1 a piece, and so far I am stunned that I have not lost a single neon, not one, and it's been over a week. So I'm probably going to go there again today and pick up some more. I just broke down my other quarantine tank, and I'm going to get that set back up today with fresh water and all sterilized and cleaned and ready to go. So for $1 a piece, you can't beat a deal like that. I might go back and pick up some more. I've also got 4 coolie loaches in this tank. Oh, and there's that little tiny fish. You see that little fry swimming around right there? That's the one I've been talking about that I got for free by accident. I picked up some other fish, the Siamese algae eaters, and in the bag was that little tiny fry, and it's now getting big enough that I can actually see it, but I still don't know what it is yet. But it's still in there, it's still alive and well, and that's exciting. There's one of those lyre tail cherry barbs. I've got 2 of those, so I'm excited about that too. And then we've got some new stuff going on in this tank. I decided not to make this my red-clawed crab tank, but this is just going to be a little fish tank, so we'll do some video on that here in the very near future. So there you go, everybody. That's my little morning routine. I always walk around, have a look at the tanks, get everybody up and lit, make sure all the filters are working, make sure all the lights come on, make sure everybody's still alive, etc., etc. And then I go from there. So I'm going to go get my day started, and I will see you all probably later this afternoon. Thanks again for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. This one here is my 125-gallon tank. I'll see you real soon in the next one.